where I've been, it's hard to be shown something new. This is big because Stipe's so good. But at the end of the day, I've been here time and time again. So I'm ready to go. It's a lot easier because I don't have to manage the weight. I feel good, I feel fresh. I mean, now I train like I'm fighting at 205. Heavyweights don't train like that. I know now that I wasn't training as hard as I should have when I was a heavyweight because I know I've put in more work leading up to this one. It's gonna be different. The guy's good, the guy hits hard, but I feel like we have prepared for everything he can bring to the table. There is no part of me that's afraid of Stipe Miocic. And in terms of styles, the fact that he does a lot of his best work inside works to my advantage. This will be the first time he's fighting somebody that can do everything.
Let me speak purely for myself. I want to see those two monsters fight each other all day, every day. I get it. I get all of that stuff, right? And I see so many breakdowns where the guy in my spot breaks it down and brings it to you, and all he does is read their resumes. I got it. I've seen these two guys fight. I love to see them fight. When I watch that fight, in fact, let me back you up. Leading into that fight, Stipe. That was my answer day one. Stipe's a heavyweight. Daniel Cormier's coming from 205. Stipe. I got this one all figured out. Stipe. And I went to that fight. I was in Las Vegas. It was 2 days before the fight. 1 day before the weigh-in, and they do an open work. But DC grabs the microphone, and he says, "Hey guys, we're in Vegas. I'm a 2.5 to 1 underdog, and trust me, go place your bets and make that money." Then he goes on to say, "I have fought at heavyweight. I have wrestled at heavyweight. I have never been defeated at heavyweight. As a matter of fact, I've never even lost a single round at heavyweight." When he says he used to wrestle at heavyweight and he never lost, that's true. And on the spot, I flipped it in. And it had nothing to do with Stipe. One had nothing to do with the other. That's true. He's never even lost a round.
I mean, losing is not fun at all. I mean, it sucks. But, you know, in perspective, I look at it, I'm going home right now. My beautiful wife is having my child. There's better things in life than losing. You know, it sucks. You know, I want to come back, get a rematch, of course. But listen, right now, it's DC's day. Good for him.
It was back when he was fighting MMA before he even joined UFC. So quite a few years.
As a firefighter?
Yes. His heart's into it, you know. That's what we ask guys to come here and have your heart into the job.
Stipe Miocic! Don't say it. You better do the fucking steroids. The Opic is crazy. Miocic. I love that motherfucker. Miocic, I love him. He's got that immigrant mentality. Bring him on. Bro, give him more steroids. Give him more fucking steroids. What's that?
You want another?
Born in America. Yeah, whatever the fuck he is. But his name is Miocic. Okay?
Definitely born in Cleveland, Ohio, but whatever.
He's got that fucking crazy blood in him. And he don't give a fuck.
Croatian.
He proved it with fucking Overeem. He don't give a fuck. Put him in there with Brock Lesnar. Go ahead, I dare you.
The Brock that fought Mark Hunt?
Head off. And you know what? If he punches Stipe in the face, it's gonna get more steam out of his fucking ears.
And you saw what Stipe did.
The Verdun fight was so crazy because I almost think you benefited from it being in Brazil. Because it seemed like Verdun was so emotional and so ramped up because it was in Brazil. He's like chasing after you, which I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think a little bit too is that, you know, we knew exactly what he was going to do. And so he did everything he wanted to do, and I just wasn't falling for anything he wanted. You know,
Right.
He went for a flying knee, he went for a takedown, he went for a body kick. I just wasn't giving him anything he wanted. You know, I think he realized that he wasn't going anywhere.
UFC 241 with Daniel Cormier in a rematch against Stipe Miocic. Of course, Stipe Miocic is the most successful UFC heavyweight champion of all time, and I'm just so excited that he gets this rematch. And I'm so excited to see perhaps the last fight of Daniel Cormier's career. If he does not win, who knows what happens.
One of the reasons this was so amazing is because Stipe, everything that could go bad in Stipe's life in that fight went bad in that fight. All in the first round. And Stipe regrouped. And you cannot go down as a great unless you deal with great adversity. You just can't. Stipe all of a sudden is getting takedowns of his own. Stipe, from the first round forward, defends every takedown. I mean, he was making adjustments. And it was incredible. So you get into the fourth round of an absolute dogfight. Stipe finds a body shot. Boom. Stipe slips outside. He finds the body shot again. Stipe must have hit him in the same spot 12 times. It could have been more like 14 times. He just kept doing it. To explain to you how hard it is to do that technique would take me all day. To explain to you how hard it is to do that technique on the defending world champion would take me all day. To explain to you how hard it is to do that technique when you're fatigued and tired and losing rounds and the whole world's watching. I mean, guys, you don't see that shot.